How's it going, everybody? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing this video lesson, and today I've got 3 fun and easy riffs for you in the style of John Fogerty. So right now Guitar Control is giving away this really awesome daily practice routine to improve your lead guitar chops. This was put together by our very own Silvio Gazquez, a 2-time Guitar Idol finalist. This routine covers the 4 main concepts that are necessary for lead guitar: alternate picking, legato, sweep picking, and tapping. All the tabs and exercises are all included in this free ebook. There's a link in the description where you can get yours. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at these. All right, so the first one we're going to look at is the opening riff for Born on the Bayou. This is really easy. If you just take the C7 shape that you probably already know. If not, it's just a regular little C chord. But you're going to take your pinky and put it so it's on the 3rd fret of the G string. So it's on the same fret as your 3rd finger is on. So if we just take that shape and we move it up, so now we're on the 7th fret of the A string with my 3rd finger, the 6th fret of the D string with my 2nd finger, 7th fret of the G string with my pinky, and then the 5th fret of the B string with my 1st finger. And it's pretty easy. We're gonna just pick it A, D, B, G. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's the timing. It's not just a consistent 3/8 notes and then a quarter note and then 3/8 notes. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. So A, D, B, G, D, and then the B and the G string together, and then just the G string. So it's not consistently like that. So sometimes it was like, I don't think he was being like really particular about how he did it. So if you just kind of now you could hybrid pick it, but I think it sounds the most authentic to my ear when I play it anyway, if I just use the pick. So just. Alright, so the next one we look at is the riff for Ramble, Tamble. Now this is in drop D, so you're going to need to tune your low E string down a whole step to D, but everything else stays the same. So we're going to start off with the open low E string twice. And remember, it's tuned down to a D. So this is 1 and then starting on beat number 2, we're going to play the A string open, and then a hammer onto the 3rd fret, and then to the 5th fret. And that's 16th notes, so 2, E, and Now we're going to go to the 3rd fret on the D string with your 1st finger, and this is an 8th note. So it's kind of weird because it's taking care of the last 16th note of beat 2 plus the first 16th note of beat 3. So it's going to ring out longer. Then we're going to go to the 5th fret of the A string with your 3rd finger. So, and that is on the and of 3. And then for the downbeat of 4, we're going to go up here, and how I'm doing is I use my 2nd finger. So my 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the G string, and then my 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the B string, and that's 4. And then on the and of 4, we just flatten the note on the 6th on the B string from the 6th fret to the 5th fret. So. last one we're going to look at here is from Up Around the Bend. So I want to show you two ways that you can play this. The second part of it anyway. It's 4 measures long and it just repeats. So and the first and second measure are the same, and then the third and fourth measure are the same. So technically it's a 2-measure riff that's just repeated. So we're going to start off with the D string open, and this is a quarter note. So it's 1, and then we're going to do a slide from nowhere to the 10th fret of the B string to the 10th fret of the high E, and then back to 10. So 1, 2, and 3, and the downbeat of 4, we're going to go to the 7th fret on the B string, and then on the and of 4, back to the 10th fret. So that's half of the riff right there. And like I said, it repeats. So you got... All right, so for the second half here, I've got it tabbed out the way that that I play it, and I'm not sure how Fogerty actually does it. So like I said, I'm going to show you 2 ways to do it. I feel that this way is a little bit easier just because I don't have to move around as much, but if you're somewhat of a beginner, the alternative way I'm going to show you might be possibly easier at first, but it has its own set of problems too. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to move the riff down a perfect fourth. So now the open string will be the A string, and then, so now what I'm doing is I'm going the A string open, and it's the same timing, but I'm going to go to I'm going to slide from nowhere to the 9th fret on the G string, to the 10th fret of the B string, back to 9 on G, and then down to 6 and back up to 9. Now, an alternative way you could do this is, instead of doing it here, you could do it on the same strings how we did it originally with the open. But now we would move it down. It would be at the 5th fret. So still we have to switch from the open D to the open A. Slide from nowhere to 5 on the B string, to 5 on the high E, back to the B string, down to the 2nd fret, and then back to 5. So. Now doing it this way, the one way it's easier because it's the same shape, but now the frets are much further apart. You're in this kind of awkward position. Whoops. This way, you have this transition where you have to go up a half step on the B string and stuff, so that can make it a little tricky if you're new. But really, I would try to work on it both ways, and then you might figure out which way is easier for you, which could help you with other things in the future. So the whole thing. So it does 2 measures of the based around D, 1 measure based around A, and then back to 1 measure based around D, and then the whole thing just repeats. So if we're doing it the other way, Alright, so there you have it, 3 fun and easy riffs in the style of John Fogerty. So if you like this lesson, be sure to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this or other guitar-related topics. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that we upload throughout the week. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.